two, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay. Okay, I think I'm up and running. Let me just make sure everything's working as it should. I think we're sorted. Hopefully we'll get a few more people back in. My apologies about that. I don't know why that did that. Hopefully it sounds okay. That's an absolute pain in the bum. Yeah, we're working now, hopefully. Yeah, I had to quickly shoot onto YouTube and figure out how to do it. The trouble is, I set it all up like about 3 years ago. I sort of forgotten how to do it, but we're okay now. We're up and running. Hopefully we'll get a few more. I'll have a little chat in a minute. We'll get a few more in. I've had a few little hiccups, hence the week off. Hopefully it sounds okay. It should do. The trouble is, you've got to set it up initially, otherwise you'll end up deafening people, but I think we're okay. So we'll get a few more people in, Chris, and I'll have a chat about what's been going on with me. Hopefully you guys have been okay. So I am at the moment now trading the NQ and the ES together. And what I can do is just keep, sounds all right, good. I can flick from one to the other now. Pretty straightforward. There's the ES and there's the NQ. So we'll get a few more in, bud, and I'll have a chat. I am trading some evaluations at the moment. We had a light 1 2 3 triple test there, failed breakout, and I took that, worked well actually. So we'll get a few more in, bud, and I'll have a chat. Let's make that a bit darker. I have had a rocky ride. I have last week it was really the middle part of last week, the early part of last week. Patience has just been getting to me because I haven't been earning money, so I've lost a bunch of accounts, but it's all right. I've processed it, took some time off, had a chat with my wife, cleared my head. The one thing is, when you do blow up, it hurts less and less and you bounce back quicker. Whereas I used to blow up and I'd spend the next 3 months doing stupid things, but I've grown out of that, fortunately. So what do we call that? Triple test, really, something like that. I'll get a few more in, bud, now. There is a few coming in now, so. There we go. Yeah, it's not. I think what it is, because it's been so difficult since mid-November, you get to the point where you think, because I trade full time last year, after overheads and fees, I cleared about just a little bit over $42,000, which is not a huge amount, but it's a livable wage. Bearing in mind, I work from home. I don't have to go out. I don't have to pay for fuel or anything like that. So it's a living wage. Now, I'm 56 now. I did take some of my pension last year just to keep a chunk in the bank. And I always said I always wanted to keep that as an emergency backup. I didn't want to rely on it. And the trouble is, when you're not trading, you've got to earn somehow. And I really don't want to have to go back to work. I kind of like my life now, as stressful as it is from time to time. I do like it. But you've got to earn money. So I have had some payments, not huge. I've had a $1,300 and a $1,500 this month, and I've got one more. If I take one more trade on two of my PAs, I can get another 4,000, 2,000 off each of them. So that will give me a reasonable month this month. But I have had to pay for some accounts. You're 59, struggling to make money with Pat. Yeah, it's not easy, bud. It's not easy. I will say, and we do know this, trading has been difficult lately. Who was I watching the other day? I was watching a professional trader, a British guy. He's been trading for 40 years, and he trades the S&P, and he said it's been flat for the last, well, he says since the end of October, something like that. And rightly so. As we know, the market's fractal, and if it's doing it on a larger scale, it'll do it on a small. And he said it's been hard lately. There hasn't been as many trades around. So we kind of know we've been in this sideways movement stuff. If we quickly flick over while we're here, how many are in at the moment? Current view is 16. There's a few more back in now, so we'll get back up to 20 and we'll have a chat. So if you look on the daily, with the exception of this at the moment, but I suppose really since October, it's been shopping sideways. That stuff, I had a really good year last year. It's easy to trade this sort of stuff. It's working up nice and slowly, but look at this, we're up down all over the place. So with all this stuff happening in Iran, maybe this might kick us out of this and do something. I'm hoping that a lot of the damage, enough damage to sort of take Iran off the table, as in they're no necessarily longer a danger to anyone. I can't see it lasting much longer. What sort of mess is going to be left, I don't know. But ideally, if the US, ramps things down a bit, people, when oil starts to move a bit more, perhaps people might have confidence in the market and start to. Because at the moment, just from an investor's point of view, if you're a hedge fund really investing, we're very close to all-time highs and we're chopping. This isn't the place to invest. Waiting for a correction or a dropout or something like that, you want to invest down here to catch a move. You don't want to invest at the top, especially at the moment when things are so uncertain. And that makes sense why things are chopping around. Vlad is Discord. Is it really? That's good, mate. That's good. Anything that's helping you. Little Hammer, how you doing, buddy? So we're in this horrible sideways stuff and everyone's feeling it a little bit. Certain strategies may be a little bit more difficult than others. Ours, we know, is tricky. We're getting a break from a trend and we're not getting a setup, whereas we used to quite a lot. It's very flat. And when I did that little bit of, I spent that little bit of evening talking with ChatGPT, that's one of the things it mentioned that's particularly difficult. Pullback traders, continuation traders, EMA traders, which is kind of what we are really. Why is that ATR showing 103? Oh, I'm on the daily. But yeah, we know things are difficult at the moment, but it won't be like this forever. So as I say, I had a good year. Considering I didn't have a lot of counts last year, I had a good year. And what I will say is, as your experience get better, so does your self-belief and so does your confidence. Things generally get better every year. Now, it's been a tough start for all of us from Pat's this year, as we know, but the one saving grace is it won't last forever. It will come out of this and start trending at some point. Maybe we have a big correction, then we get some good news about Iran, and then maybe investors will come in and things will start to move again. So how many have we got in now? So it's 23. Okay, so I'll have a little chat about what's been going on with me. I'm sure you guys have your own issues, I know that, but I've had a bit of a tough time, and if my hiccups help you out and make you feel better about the way things may be going with you, we'll see. So as you know, I think when I last streamed, I think I was down to about 7 accounts. So what it is with me is I was starting to feel the pressure to earn money sort of last month. I felt it a bit. Now I have got some savings. I'm lucky. I've got a few thousand tucked away for emergencies, but that's what I keep them for. I don't like to rely on them. And when you're not earning money, it starts to get a little bit scary. I did say if I end up struggling financially with trading, I'd have to go back to work at least part-time, maybe weekends or something, and not just rely on my savings, because it's very easy to rely on your savings, and then when they've gone, you're kind of screwed. And I don't want to start dipping into things like credit cards and stuff like that. So I had a bit of pressure. So what I kind of did, I did a tactical move that, in my honest opinion, wasn't very sensible. A month ago, I was with 20 accounts. Now I've actually got 2 PAs at the moment. They are, I'll show you them there. If I move the rest of them, because there's a bunch of what's on there. So my 2 PAs at the moment are there standard. That one is just under $5,000 and that one is just over $4,500. So these are at the stage now where I can get a small payment every month. So I took some risky trades and held on a little bit to boost those. And I think I boosted them by $700 or $800 a day. And that got them to a nice amount. So one more trade and they'll average $5,000 of profit in each. So they should be able to give me at least a couple of thousand off them both per month. Now I've got to do one more trading day or one more profitable trading day out of the next 2 to 3 days, and I can take $2,000 from each of them. So that will give me a little bit of a mental boost. But as I say, I am down to the grand total of 2 PA accounts. I've got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 evaluations at the moment. But for the first time, I've decided to try and trade the valuations a little bit more sensible. Because I've just been ridiculous with, I've 1,400 and, how many have I got? 1,450, I think, 1,460. That is a huge amount. Now, I know people with over 3,000. I know Nutty's got over 2,000. So, you know, I'm not alone, but it's careless. Because they're cheap, it's very, very easy just to throw money at it. And it sounds like a small amount, but it all adds up. Who are evals with? But they're with Apex. They're with Apex. Now, the one thing I like about Apex, obviously, is there's 90% off at the moment. So I got 5 and paid $19 and whatever it pence at the moment. They've kept that price pretty good. Now, the other options I had was to go with Lucid. They're about $80, but you don't pay any fee to pass. So I think it's cheaper at the moment and easier mentally to build up a few accounts with Apex. So what I'm trying to do is over the next week or 2 is try and focus on just getting up to maybe, I don't know, 8 or 10 Apex P accounts. And then I think what I'm going to start to do is diversify a bit, get a couple of Lucid, a couple of Traderfy, that type of thing, and just kind of build up slowly. But at least I feel now I've got two PA accounts at about $5,000 that I can start to get a little bit of something out every month. So I'm okay mentally. I will say when I've lost accounts like that before, I've been right down in the dumps and pretty miserable. But you do toughen up. You know, we've all heard about relationships. You know, some people toughen up in a relationship and they're hard to let go and that sort of thing. But you do with trading. You do toughen up, and the blowouts don't affect you as much, which I think is a good thing, because you're able to get back to relative normality pretty quick. Whereas if I'd have blown up even 5 or 10 accounts for the next 3 months, I'd be throwing money at it and doing stupid things. I don't have the desire to do that anymore, because I know it just doesn't work. So you just kind of have to learn by your mistakes. You know, money is a worry for us all, most of us anyway. So that's always at the back of your mind. And when you're trying to make money, things are so much more difficult. But what I am going to do, I've had a bit of a soul search, and I've asked my wife to spend some time with me as well and have a talk to me, and try and understand why I'm things are a little bit tricky. And what I've decided to do, don't discount daily withdrawals. Do you know what? I've had very little. Absolutely, that's another one on the list. The only thing is with that, I've found 5 days are a little bit long. Having said that, it does make you slow down things. So absolutely, the plan is to do a little bit of diversifying. I'd still like to build up eventually to 20 accounts with Apex, but it's nice to diversify and have multiple accounts, because you never know what might happen in this business. Now, I know Apex have been around for about 5 years now. I don't think they're going anywhere, to be honest with you, but if you've got all your eggs in one basket, you never quite know. All of a sudden, if you get a little bit of a shake or a wobble with a company and a few of them crack, you may be in a spot of bother. But another reason I've found that I'm getting nervous about trading when I've got 10 or 20 accounts and I'm missing out on some trades, I think I'm being a little bit too strict. So the odd day last week, I had a little bit of playing around. Let me just show you. A couple of trades. I actually took a trade on one account and got 20 points, and I've never got that. Bear with me a second. I took a correction. So bear with me a second. I think it's here. So these are some of the trades I see people like Mac take and people like Dan and Marco take, but I leave these because there is a second entry long there. It's a little bit flat here, so I'm going to leave this for a minute. So let me just show you some of these that I've been looking at. You see that type of trade where we have a channel with a break, 2 nice legs and a bearish bar. Now, I always wait for the lower high there, but you rarely get it. Look how well that works. The possibility there are points 5, 10, 15. There's 15 plus points profit there. Let me just show you another one. That one there, say, so we got a 2 legs up. It's not a second entry short, but it's 2 clear legs up. And look how well that worked. Where was the next one? Same again there, leg channel. Now, I wouldn't normally take that, but I see Mac marking those, and same again, look at that one, 10, 12, 13 points. Let's find another one. Same again, very similar to the one I looked at a few minutes ago. Tight channel with a break, so 2 almost identical channels and a bearish bar. Even that first push went down for about 10 or 12 points. Now, I avoid these purely and simply because an average risk for me at the moment is $200 per account. If you've got 20 accounts, that's $4,000. So I always avoid those, but I see those every day and I see traders marking them. So what I've decided to do, I don't know if there's any more. Same again, that one. I wouldn't normally take that. Channel break, new high, cleared liquidity. Look how well it worked. I would normally wait for a lower high. We didn't get it. And what I'm finding is if you're getting these moves early, look at the potential. So the potential, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's a potential of 30 points. So these kind of more, I wouldn't necessarily say riskier trades, but these kind of tight legs with a break often do really well. So what I've decided to do now, at the moment, I'm trading NQ. Let me just flick onto the NQ. So I can flick from there, the ES, to the NQ. Let's move that back over. So what I've decided to do, not at the moment because I'm trading evaluations, but with my PE accounts, I've decided to go on to trading micros. So risking $200 or $180 or whatever it is, I think is too much, and it's scaring me. And it's making me nervous, and I'm taking less trades, and I'm leaving ones that are reasonably good. So I'm going to trade about 3 micros on the ES, which is a fraction under a third of what I'm risking now, and two micro contracts on the NQ. But I'm going to try and hold for slightly bigger moves. So in the cases of those photographs I just shown you, the average one went for 15 points, which is about 5 times what I normally go for. So even if I'm using a third, risking a third and going for more points, I'd probably even be better off financially. I certainly won't be nervous about taking a trade, risking an average of $40 to $60 and maybe going for something like 100 or so. So at the moment I'm trading just some evaluations, but when I trade PA accounts, I'm going to start trading micros. Now I know there's the issue with Apex with these new accounts. It says you've now got to try and get $250 profit. If you look actually in the Apex, on the Apex website, and you go into your account and you click payout, it says $200 minimum. So whether they reduced it a bit, I'm not too sure. But if you've got to try and build an account up, if you happen to have 5 good days in a month or a couple of months, you can get to where you need to be, I think. I'm not too concerned with that. And not only that, if I get my accounts up to $2,000 to $3,000, I could possibly do a mini contract with a good enough. Now, don't get me wrong. If I see an absolute beauty setup, I could hit the buy or sell button 3 times and go for 9 micros, which is just under a 1 mini. So I've still got the option to, if I see an absolute beauty, you know, the ones that just don't fail. So I've got more options when I'm with micros. So this will be set to 3 micros, which is the ES. I think this is ES. No, tell a lie, NQ. So this will be set to 3 micros. Now, for instance, we've got a channel with a break, 2 pushes to it. We've got a correction there and a triple test. Now, that is the type of trade I would like to have a go at. And if I'm only risking $40, look at the potential there. That's on, so let's just call it there. Let's say $1,000. That's 1 mini. If I'm, I don't know, getting 30% of that, it's still $300 from a $50 risk. So if I'm reading the market right, it's worth holding. I mean, I could wait for this push up, put it to break even and try and ride it up. Now, obviously, when I got up here, I'd be getting stopped out. But so I've just got more options trading micros. I'm risking less, so I can. The trouble is, if you're risking too much, it affects how you trade. You stay out of trades, you should really go in. So this is something I'm going to do and give it a try for a few weeks and just see how we get on. But just for the moment, I'm trading micros. I've got 5 micros on the go. I took that trade earlier, 2 legs, and I don't know, got out for something. I think I did 2 accounts on here, but depending on what the ATR is, I may go for 2 or 3 contracts. Let's just put it to 2 contracts for now. I think that should hold, shouldn't it? So yeah, if I can hold a little bit, it's surprising really. I don't even mind taking 3 or 4 or 5 days to build these up. The trouble is, lately I've probably blow 4 or 5 for every one I pass, and it's mad really. And not only that, it's a horrible feeling. I hate trading in micros like that. You know, 1 minute you're $2,000, next minute the thing shoots up. And not only that, you've only got $2,000 a drawdown now, so you've got $500 less. I know you've got the option to do intraday, so that's a possibility, but I think that's $30 odd, isn't it? I'm paying 19 at the moment for the normal, end of day. I'm paying 19 at the moment for the normal intraday. I prefer that. They're nice and cheap at the moment. So let me have a look. Comments. Sorry, I've been looking at the comments. I've been stuck up my own arse chatting away. Please remember, Mac is marking things in hindsight. Absolutely, mate. Yeah. See, there's two things there, but if I risk about 1/3, I could lose 3 or 4 trades for the price of one trade in the mini. But it's not just Mac. I see Marco and Dan take those a lot. And the beauty about those is they almost all do really well. Where was the photo? Let's just pop a couple up again. That type of one, look how well that went. So there's 85. So we're kind of in the middle there. So we've got 5, 10, comfortably 15 points. If I got 9 points out of there, you comfortably get 9 points before the bottom. I mean, that's 3 times what I normally get. So if I'm risking 1/3, I could earn the same amount of money with only trading 1/3 of the profit. So I've got a lot more flexibility. It's going to do less damage to my account. Where was the other one? That type of trade, I would probably wait for the lower high. You don't get it. But once it starts to get into this, look at the possibility. If you put your stop to break even and maybe follow down each one of these tops. There was another good one. Same again. That one came down 5, 10, probably more. So 5, 10, 15, probably 13 points. Even if you followed each one of these bars down to kind of here to here, there's 10 points there, which is 3 times what I normally get. So it's a lot more of a relaxing way to trade. Same again there. Look how well that worked. And if you're only risking $30, $40, you may even hold for a pullback. Who knows? But if you captured just that one move, you'd have about 7 or 8 points. In fact, no, you'd have 10 points or close to it. But they really produce, same again. I'd probably maybe even have a go at that one, but look how well these good setups produce. So if you're risking a tiny amount, it's not going to scare you. You're not going to do yourself any damage. But funnily enough, every single thing I've ever read has said, if you're risking too much and you're scared to take a trade, or you're nervous when you're in a trade, you're trading too much risk, and it's going to affect you mentally. There is a second entry long there. I think
Order submitted.
It's 2 contracts, that is.
Order submitted.
Okay, 2 contracts. And another thing I could do as well is take them to the top. Now, these are evaluations, so this isn't going to affect it. But normally, a lot of the time when we have this, we get to the highs. I usually come out for 2 or 3 points, but in some circumstances, if I'm only risking $40, I'd hold on and come out at the highs. This looks like it's going to turn here, doesn't it? So I might just come out for... Oh dear. It is only a... what's it, this? Just going to come out of this. It's only evaluations, this. It is a second entry long, and it may hold. If we get a higher low here, I'll take that. But I think it was $150 loss or something. I thought when that bar closed, that was on its way up. Is there something larger? It still may work. There's a bear bar trap there, so if this finishes bullish, I'll have a go at this. It hasn't. It's not a bad position, to be fair. Sometimes they just get a bit of a pullback, but that's a little bit too much of a pullback for me. What's that? I took about 250 down on that one, I think. Oh, is that what it is, Martin? Is it? I wondered because I looked on two of my accounts yesterday and it said 200 plus. I don't know what your opinion is, Martin, but I think it's a lot, really, considering it was $50. So you've got to make $200. Yeah, it's if you've got a $2,000 drawdown, you've got to make $200. They're asking you to make 10% profit on a day, which is a lot. Considering you've got to do it for, I mean, it did work. Perhaps I should have just held it, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot, that is. Much rather the 200, yeah. It used to be 50, so it's actually really jumped, isn't it? 6 payouts. To be honest with you, I don't even think I've ever got to 6 payouts, so I'm not really concerned about it. If you get a payout, I think the first one is $1,500, the second is 2, then it's 2.5, then it's 3, isn't it? So, what is there? 15, 12, 13, 14,000 per account? And the account goes, I'm not too worried about it. I didn't like it initially, but I'm not too worried about it. I do like there's no MEA rule or MAE rule, whatever it is. You just get a daily loss now. I think if you hit $1,000, it cuts you short. I think there are things I like about it. The one thing I don't like about it is that you've got to get $200 or $250 in a day. It's kind of a big ask, I think. It's a lot to ask, I think, that asking someone to make 10% profit in a day. I'm pretty sure if you told a professional trader that was your goal to make 10% in a day, he'd probably tell you you're asking a little bit there. Yeah. Yeah. I initially I thought I wasn't a fan of this, but I think if I look at each little bit individually, I think it's better that you can have 50%, because a lot of traders who may go for a bigger move, it's ridiculous that as a trader, if you're in an absolute solid trending market and you've got a really good strong position, why you would feel the need to come out of that position because you were going to earn too much. It sounds a bit stupid, really. So bringing it from 30 to 50, I think is good. I like the idea that I've had 2 payments this month for $1,500 and a 1300, and they were approved within 10 or 15 minutes and paid out in 2 days. So I like that. I like if you have straightforward rules, someone to have a massive risk of nearly your full account and to come back and get away with it, they've mitigated that by putting $1,000 as a fail safe, which is a better option. Because the chance you're going to blow your account anyway, you certainly blow a lot more than get close to 2,000 and come back and survive. So there are things I like about it. I certainly like more things about it. Things are a little bit more clearer. There is a possible failure there. Second entry short. Trouble is, it's a bit flat there. It is a failure. Is this going to continue up? Let me have a look. No, I don't like this because we've come up and we've struggled here. So I'm going to leave this because this may go into a bit of a range. I'm just going to try and do everything a little bit better because I've only got myself to blame, really, by taking silly risks because trading's been a bit tough. Yeah, if you took that, it's going to come down, isn't it? I bet anything if that's going to get stopped out. I see that so many times. Sometimes I wonder, why not I just go short to the bottom and capture a point or two? 1, 2, 3. If we get a nice setup off here, I'd have a go long there. But, trading's, you make mistakes. Things go really well and then... But I think it's like life, isn't it? The kind of older you get in life, the more rounded you become, the more wiser you become, and you make better decisions. When you're a youngster, you do kind of most of the things you do are wrong, really, aren't you? You're forever being told by your parents, don't do this, don't do that, try this, try that, and so on. And that's kind of trading, really. It's kind of like a trip on the roller coaster of life, learning to trade. The rules are crafted to induce maximum psychological stress in order to make you crack. I think there's a lot of that involved. I would agree. Yeah. Martin, you agree it is too much. Yeah. Expecting someone to try and aim for a profit. I mean, if you're on an intraday, what have you got? You got to try and make 12.5%. Considering it was 50 and it's gone up to 200 to 250, it's a massive jump. But it's like anything, you adapt. I'm hoping they get feedback over time and maybe adjust that. Let's hope so, eh? I mean, even take it down to $100 if you've got to raise it a bit. But, I mean, the trouble is a lot of people want to trade sensibly. That Apex are going about, we don't want schemers and scammers and gamblers and swing, what do they call them? Windfall traders. So what you're basically saying is you want someone to trade properly. And really the proper way is 2 to 3%, even on a evaluation or even on a PA account when it's cheaper, and trade small positions and grow. Well, by giving you a minimum of 200 to 250 a day, they've kind of said to you, forget the simple, small, sensible. You need to go for bigger. I think it sends a wrong message personally. But a lot of the stuff they've done, I've liked. That's just the one little thing I thought, ooh. Because before I was trading one contract and my target was to try and make $150 a day. Well, that would rule me out of a payment without having to risk more. But we'll see anyway. If I trade these micros when I go on to trade PAs, then, I may get $300 or whatever. I may get $200. I may get a bit lucky. If you're holding and trading, risking $50, now and again you're going to hold and make a bit. So So if we can get a nice bounce here, that would be a second entry long potentially. What's the NQ doing? So I have got the NQ here as well. I can just flick over like that. That's not doing a great deal at the moment. It's pulling back a little bit. But yes, I'll go on to 3 micros on the ES and 2 micros on the NQ. And then I've got the option then, if I see a beautiful trade, I can double up or triple up and get closer to one mini contract if I like. I'd like to see it break below there and then give us a really nice bullish bar. Okay, so we've cleared any liquidity. How's that acting? So now it depends how you're looking at this. I mean, if you're going from here, I can't see. I can't see what I like there. Maybe something. I'll tell you what I haven't got up today. The Discord. Where is it? I do find I use the Discord less and less, but it is nice sometimes to be able to just see what other people have got as a channel. Thomas Wade took a long there. Oh, no, tell a lie. He took it down. Oh, okay. He took that same one that I marked and held up to about here. So he did well out of that, I think. Was it there or was it there? No, tell a lie. It was there he took. So he took a long there. He was out pretty quick. And he had his stop 1 tick below there. So he had 5 odd points out of that. So good on him. Yeah, I didn't really think about that too much. Triple test, yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? 6.5 points he got. Now, I'd like some other opinions on there. Any of you guys looking at something like that, are you? So Thomas Wade's got a larger channel. Where's he gone from? So he's got the tops lining up, I think. Don't know about that. Maybe. Let me see what everybody else has got. No, so Dan's more or less, there's Dan's chart there. Up to here anyway, he marked that as well. I'm guessing he took that 2 legs down. It was a nice trade, that wasn't it? Clearly, it was slow, but that's another reason to trade the micros for me. I don't know how many trades, when it starts to go sideways, I get out of that go on to work. If it's a strong enough position, sometimes it'll just do that. But if I'm trading micros, I've got to worry about losing $50. It's not so much of a worry, that. So I can hold and at least get my points. And possibly a few more. But if you can catch some of these moves, I mean, I would probably follow up these swings. I mean, look at that. The potential of getting 20 points there, pretty straightforward. I never get points like that because I never hold. So everybody else I can see in Dan's Discord have kind of something like I've got. He's got kind of the same. Whereas if I go into Thomas's, he's got something larger. So I got a bit mixed. I'm not saying it isn't, but I've got a bit mixed feelings about that. Now, this is the type of trade I mentioned, 2 legs back like that. Now, in certain circumstances, if we've got a bullish bar there, I may have a go there, but I'm not sure whether we've got a break from a channel there or not, which means this could be reversing. I don't think it is. But I wouldn't take that one anyway. But that's what I mean. That was some of the photos I was showing you. If I'm only risking, see, I could even reduce it to 2 micros there. What bar's that? 14 ticks. So what's that, about 3.5? That would be about $175. If I risk 3 contracts, even 2 contracts, about $35. If you can get back up to here, see, if you're only risking $35, I mean, once you get back up here, you can bring that to break even. If you think it's going to push higher, you know, another thing I hear as well is about professional traders. Get out of a bad trade quick and hold on for dear life and try and milk a good trade as much as they can. Where's my picture gone? Have I disappeared somewhere? Disconnected for some reason. Where's my camera, is it? Oh, dear horses. Hold on a minute. Camera's on. What is going on today? Nothing seems to be working. It's already running, is it? It's not. I've just shut the damn thing down. Launch anyway. Connect. Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, maybe this doesn't look like it's going to push up again. It's hard to say, isn't it, exactly? I'm not exactly sure what I think's going on at the moment. think that was the trade I got, and it actually would have worked, wouldn't it? It didn't go very far, though. Well, no, it wouldn't have. This could be a little spike in the channel here. Not sure why they're showing there's nothing working there. Let me just disconnect and connect again. Does that sometimes. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look like a channel to me. Maybe there's something there with a break and a new high. Trouble is, if you haven't got a nice looking channel, you can't really trade in the right direction. Now, there's always a possibility that we have a couple of legs and it comes back down, but I can't see a channel I like there. See, Thomas Wade. No. No, maybe it's something like that. That doesn't look terrible, but it's irrelevant. And then we're going sideways. This to me looks like a reversal, I think. It's as good as I've got. So, looks like a little spike in a channel there. Small break and a new low. So is that a shoulder? Is that a head? And is this a shoulder back to the EMA and then down? I wouldn't be surprised if we can get up to that EMA. I know we've had a small break, but it doesn't mean 2 attempts to go higher, this thing won't come down. Let's just have a quick look on the daily. In fact, what I might do tomorrow is put these charts side by side. That'll give me a little bit more space. So this is the daily. So we are getting a little bit of a pullback here, aren't we? Is this going to continue down? In fact, I'm surprised with all this stuff happening in Iran that this is as far as this thing's gone. But you never know. We may just be having a little pullback here. This thing may come down. There's always that possibility that we end up doing something like this, which may mean if this goes up a little bit more, it could then take a dump. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, really. The stuff, you know, especially with oil and all that, everything's... I know the price is going up here in the UK. I think we're paying about £1.57 per litre of diesel at the moment, which is it's over $2. So it's significantly gone up. In fact, it hasn't really, to come to think about it. It's gone up, what, maybe 20 pence, considering how many oil tankers are stuck around that area and can't get through that strait. I'm surprised prices haven't skyrocketed, but who knows? In fact, if I have a look on oil, I think it's gone back up a little bit. It hit 120. Where is it now? Yeah, it's down actually. As we know, it went up. In fact, it went up higher. It went up to 120 further back here. So it's actually come down a little bit. Let me just add some extra days to that. What the heck is going on there? What did I change? Oh, bar width. That's no good. Days to load. Yeah, we went right up. I mean, that was initially, wasn't it, right up? But we're actually, it's not too bad considering. Is this, I mean, you may argue this is slowly trending back up, but at the moment it's relatively okay. But it was down to about $60 mid last year, so you know that's certainly double the price. But we've had this push down now, maybe grinding up here, but it's hard to say at the moment. But it just depends what happens with the oil and whether it can get through. What the hell's going on there? Okay, let's redo that. I forget where that was now. It wasn't there, was it? Hold your horses. Let me just reload this. Most of Iran oil goes to Asia. It does, yeah. No, we don't. Don't we get 20% of it, I think, don't we? Which is probably why it's gone up, but not gone through the roof. That was it, wasn't it? See, it's changed. Where was this? I forget where it was now. It was there, I think, the second entry long. Yeah, it's. I think we get 20% of it coming. I did see. I think Michael Clark, he's a professor in the UK, kind of a military analyst. I think they're on about possibly bringing it via land. You've got the corner there, haven't you? You've got the straits. They're on about bringing it this way, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose if we had a lot more of it, I suppose it would have affect prices a lot more than it has done. I think it's gone up maybe 15 pence in the UK. Maybe, yeah, I think we're paying about 143. What is it, 157? So maybe 14, 15 pence, which is not a huge amount. Now, obviously, it could go up significantly more. I've switched contracts, have I? I have. Have I? Oh, you're on about that. That was with oil, wasn't it? Yeah, I think you're on about oil, weren't you, bud? Yeah, we're still on March contract here at the moment, mind you. It won't be long before we've gone over, will it? Is anybody on the March, April, May? Is anybody on the June contract? Does it really? Okay, let's have a look. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. I thought something didn't look right. I can't remember whether I had it on there or not, did I? NQ is on June for some reason. Strange. Do you know what? Come to think about it, I did have the little pop up. I don't know what I did with it. Did I ignore it or what? I don't know. Who knows? So, I think that was the one I got in, wasn't it? Second entry long. It didn't go very far, did it? Of course, yeah, we're midway through March, aren't we? Well, just over. You guys jumped forward an hour really early this year. I always thought there was about a week difference, but you guys went forward about it was over a week ago, wasn't it? When Monday, it was a week yesterday. I didn't realise, mind you, kind of forget from year to year. I actually prefer it really because I get to trade an hour early and finish an hour earlier. I nearly didn't turn up, but I think we follow you. I think it's a week Sunday for us, and we'll be back in line with you in a little bit. Yeah, I think what I'll do tomorrow is bring them side by side. I don't think I need a massive screen like this, do I? If I had a chat with Vladdy on the phone, he phoned me the other night. Well, it was last week. I'd blown a load of accounts. And I put something on the forum. I'd had a few drinks as well. I think I'd had about 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey when he phoned me. He'd had a drink himself, actually. And I had a good chat with him. He cleared me in a little bit, to be fair. He's quite a useful guy when you're finding things a little bit difficult. So I had a chat with him for it was quite a while, actually. It must have been 45 minutes. To be fair, I had that much to drink. I can barely remember what we talked about, to be honest with you. I think we just talked about a load of shit, I think, but yeah, I think it was early mid part of last week? I don't know. I decided I don't know, something went in my head and I decided to take some risks and try and grow my accounts a little bit. I took a bunch of them and I still can't believe I did it, but it's been so slow. It's just been infuriating. You kind of get to that stage where you think like I'm I've done over 5 years now. I should be earning, and I feel my patience is pretty good. My trade choice is pretty good. My discipline is okay. I can go 4 days without taking a trade. But then there's no setups, and it's kind of like you've worked all this time, and now you've got to the stage where you've got enough skill to make money, you've got enough patience to make money, and you've got enough discipline, and we're getting no damn trades. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of like 2 fingers up from the market, isn't it? But what I should have realised is, look, I've got 20 accounts. What's the shoe on the other foot is that you end up losing them and no better off anyway. So I think what I should have done is just gone into protection mode and thinking, okay, when we do come out of this little lull, I want to come out with 20 accounts so then I can start, growing these accounts. But stupidity got to me, and I took some risks, and then it's you kind of spiral in, don't you? But these things are sent to teach us lessons, and I certainly learnt a lesson. Chat with who? Vladdy. I messaged something on the forum or something or other, and then my phone went a few minutes later. I was chatting 45 minutes, but I can barely remember a word I said. I'd had that much to drink, I think. I'd had a bad day, and I literally got off the stream, jumped straight in the car, went down to the supermarket and bought myself a bottle of, I can't even remember what I drank, a bottle of scotch or something it was. And I think I got to about, I don't know, half a bottle, and I started feeling much better. But, you just got to get on with it. So I tried to, I had a good chat with my wife over the weekend. We had a sit down, and I said, I've really got to, it's okay to make mistakes, but it's important that you kind of learn from them. So I said, I'm going to start back at the gym on Monday. So I'm going to pop to the gym later tonight. I've stuck about 1.5 stone on since before Christmas. So, I'm not feeling in the best place anyway. So I'm trying to have a fresh start this week, which is why I'm trading these 5 evals surprisingly sensibly for considering their evals. So I thought, I'm going to start journaling and not only marking any trades down, but writing about how I feel if I had any struggles. And I'm just going to try and up my mental game a little bit and try and be a little bit more professional. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's important you get some value out of learning lessons. Petrol stations are owned by good business people. Global risk, give them the opportunity. Yeah, they're not stupid, are they? I dare say there's quite a few profiteering going on. I think it's illegal over here. But the trouble is, when people earn money, they do strange things, don't they? Money does odd things to us. The gym every day really helps me get it together. Yeah, I think it's certainly good for you mentally, isn't it? It gets rid of maybe a little bit of frustration, and I'm 56 years old now, so we're hearing more and more every day about resistance training, aren't we? Building, as you get older, you start to lose muscle. So I've done weights before in the past, but very sporadically. I don't think I've ever done it for longer than about 7 or 8 months. But I did start back about 5 months ago, and I've been to the gym on and off to know that you need to, when you start lifting weights, you need to be a little bit gentle. But I overdid it doing some tricep presses, and I felt something twinge, a little niggle or something in my shoulder, which was uncomfortable for a couple of months. So I'd only gone back a day. So I'm going to learn my lesson and lift very lightly tonight. I'm just going to do a few sets on each body part, nice and light, just to start getting those muscles working. I'm going to do that for a few weeks before I start lifting a little bit heavy. Just once you've done 2 or 3 sessions on them, you can lift up a little bit more, can't you? But I know in the past I've gone over the top. I mean, we're going back 20 years. I've gone over the top with bicep curls that uncomfortable that I couldn't touch my face. And when you really overdo muscles, it's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible. I had pillars under my arms. They throb, don't they, for a week and a half. So it's important to get in there nice and slow. So I'm going to do that tonight. There's a gym's about 1.25 miles away from me, and it's 24-hour pure gym. So you can just turn up, scan your card, scan your phone, and you're away. So it is important, I think, to do exercise. The trouble is, I'm sat my backside here for 4 hours a day, not moving, which is not really good for you. I think they say sitting at a desk is the new smoking. It's supposed to have pretty zero effect on you. Who knows? They come out with something new every week, don't they? It amazes me, really, when even if you look at like food, you've got experts and doctors and nutritional experts and professors saying keto is the way to go, and then you've got the meat people saying carnivore is the way to go. Once you get all the carbs out of your system, and this, that, and the other, that's the way to go. And then you've got the kind of other extreme, the pure plant-based. But you've got experts saying eat meat, nothing but meat. You've got experts saying eat plant-based. What are the likes of we got? It's so confusing. But I've got to shift a few pounds. I'm 16 stone something. I was, 14 and a half mid part of last year. But it easily happens, doesn't it? Just at a payout threshold on your jumbo account, Kirk. Good on you, mate. Do you, Sean, didn't see you up there, mate. Yours UPS backup battery for your desktop, just in case electric goes out. To be fair, mate, I can't remember the last time we lost electric here. It's been years ago, I think. I've lost internet once, but I have my phone. I can hook up to my phone, but I can't remember the last time we had a power cut here. It's been years ago. So yeah, you're kind of far east, aren't you? Things may be a bit different over there. What time is it? How long have we been going for? Hour 13. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm going to take a 5-minute break in a minute and just make a cup of coffee. Yeah, I understand carbs. The trouble is, so much of stuff we eat's processed, isn't it? We kind of, years ago, I'm 56, I'm older than a lot of you guys. When I was a young lad, my dad, as you know, who lost his life, was in the army. My stepdad also was in the military as well. And he was a corporal, I think, when my mum met, and we bought a house. And my dad was on a corporal's wage, which is probably about, £45,000 now. And they could afford a 3-bedroom detached house or semi-detached house with a garage. So my mum stayed at home, looked after the kids. But nowadays, you can't do it. An average house in the UK is about 350,000. So 2 people need to work. So that's the problem now. Everything's frozen. It's frozen pizzas. It's frozen meals. People don't cook as much as they used to, so it's all full of. I think the last thing I read is there are currently 80,000 chemicals cleared for use in food production in the UK. No one really knows what those 80,000 chemicals do when they're all get injected into your body, and that's not including things like microplastics and God knows what else we're breathing in or consuming. But it's the process stuff, isn't it? We're quite bread people. Although I do make bread a bit for a bit of fun, but bread and pasta. The thing is with bread and pasta's so quick in it, 10 minutes in boiling water and you're eating it. But, it's processed carbs, isn't it? But obviously it spikes your insulin levels, and that obviously can lead you towards diabetes and amongst other things. So I think the one thing I think everyone tends to agree on is you're better off eating real food. Lean meats, vegetables, fruit. If you're going to eat processed, keep it. See, I didn't really realise until a few years ago, when you go to the fresh counter in the supermarkets and you get the fresh bread, I thought it was generally fresh. I didn't realise that was full of chemicals as well. You tend to think you're eating better because it's freshly baked, but I didn't realise it comes in a packet that looks like butter, and they mix that with it, and it's still got all the same crap in it. But it's just eating a bit better, isn't it? I don't smoke. I never really have done much. I know I have a drink. That probably doesn't help. See, we're in a lot more stuff about alcohol isn't good for you now. I was always under the impression a little bit is better for you than nothing, but seems that's not the case. When I lived in Scotland, we had a shilling box under the kitchen counter. Shillings. That was a bit before my time, I think. I don't remember any of those. I was born in '69, I was, so they may have been around, but I can't remember that. A shilling box. I'm assuming you're on about the shillings as in the coins, aren't you? The thing is, I watched something on YouTube the other day. I've as you know, I've built a couple of raised beds in the garden, and I was out there with my wife the weekend planting some potatoes. She wants to have a go at growing stuff, and I quite enjoy it myself. So, we're going to do the usual, the beans on the poles and on the canes and stuff like that, potatoes and whatever else, some greens and stuff. But I was watching a program actually that went back. It was kind of done with AI to a degree, and it was looking back at life in the 40s around. In fact, no, it was just after the war, so it would have been late 40s, early 50s. And I think they had a big push for people to grow things in the garden. And I think, I don't know if you US guys know what allotments are. It's just like a piece of ground with about 50 plots on that people can kind of rent and grow stuff if you haven't got your own garden. But I think it said there was about 2.5 million allotments up and down the UK, and everybody grew vegetables. But back then, I mean, I can't remember. It was probably obviously before my time, but people made their own bread. You went to the butchers for your meat. You went to the bakers for your bread. But the trouble is everything is chemicals, isn't it? So half the time we're not really eating real food at all. Probably 50-60% of it is crap. It just looks like food, doesn't it? But so we're going to have to try and just be a little bit more sensible. Eat a little bit better, drink a bit more water, and exercise a bit. It's easy to slip into a habit of just chucking stuff in the microwave, isn't it? Or bunging a pizza in the oven, or we kind of use our air fryer a lot, sausages or bacon or jacket potatoes. Oh, I do love air fryers. What the hell is happening here? Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. If we get a second entry short here, I will have a go. Now, there was a picture I did the other day that I took of I may take a first entry under certain circumstances if it's tight to the EMA. Now, I'm just looking quickly. If I flick over to the NQ, we've got a channel here. There's a higher low there. Now, if this triggers and comes down, I may have a go at that. Because on the ES, we've got this is a break. Although we have got a new low, but this may be a couple of attempts to go up, but it doesn't look like it's going to work, does it? We'll flick back to the ES. I thought if we get a bearish buy, this thing may come down. But if I do take anything on the NQ, I will flick over so you can see it. So channel break, new high, channel break. I'm guessing we're going to get a new low there. So there is a possible second entry short. Now I wouldn't take this on a live account.
Order submitted.
But I may take it on a sim. An evaluation, sorry. My guess is this will test the lows. I just hope it finishes before it goes engulfing. I'm starting to not like it. It looks like that bull bar is going to get stopped out, but will it come down low enough? See how it finishes. Now this is just on a evaluation, incidentally, so the trouble is, depends how it finishes because it's starting to stack up. I need this to finish really bearish, really. Now we're below the EMA on the ES, so it doesn't look like it's working anyway. Trouble is, if you are trading evaluations carelessly, you're missing out on the learning. You don't learn anything by trading stupidly and carelessly. It's almost like you shut down for half an hour while you go into gamble time, which is never a good idea, really. So I'm just going to keep that on now. I'm just going to flick back onto the... Yeah, I will get both charts up tomorrow because it's just... I'm just going to flick back onto the ES. There may be a second entry short here, so... channel down, 2 attempts to push up. We haven't made a new low yet, so I'll see how it forms on both charts, really. I can get an order on both, really, and take the best one. If it's a good setup, I prefer the NQ because you seem to get more profit there. Let's move this thing out of the way. So,
order cancelled. Order cancelled.
Okay, excuse me a second. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. Okay. So channel break, new high, leg down, 2 pushes up. Is this going to move up though? I'm not so sure. Does look like it's going to come down to me. There's going to be some stops there. It's just not forming very well on the NQ. If that was bearish there, I'd probably have a go at there, but you may even argue there's kind of like 3 attempts to push up there. 1, 2, 3, but the bar's no good. We were below the EMA on the ES. It does look like we're going to push down, but I don't like anything here, so there's nothing I'm doing here. The good thing about trading these evaluations, I have got a little bit more freedom. I don't have to stress too much. So is this going to come down and have a leg down with a correction and a leg down possibly? Second entry, inside bar, no good. See if we get a lower high here, we may get that second leg down. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Could have an attempt to go lower and maybe another 3 attempts to go lower before it pushes up this. It's hard to say really. There's not a lot of volume, I'm guessing, because there's going to be a chunk of people on the oil contract still, I think. Hopefully in the next day or two it should clear stuff out. See, the NQ looks like it's moving up to me. Yeah, we're struggling to get down. This is moving up to me. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. If I bring this over to there and bring that NQ down to there, otherwise I'm going to be flicking back and forth every 2 minutes. How's that look? That looks okay, doesn't it? That's a bit better, isn't it? That works. That works. Let's put him up there. Let's put him over here. And I can... Oh no. Let's leave that there. I think the NQ is more secondary for me. So let's make that like that. I think that works okay for me. Oh, shilling to keep the power on. I see what you mean. Yeah. I can't remember the first time we were. Of course, yeah, meter. We had meters, I think, when I was younger. I think you used to put 50 pence in it, I think. So what I will do is I'll take a quick snapshot of that and just use it as the 10,000 tick chart. If I haven't got this blown out, I'll pop that up there as a 2,000 tick chart. I can put that into a sim. So I can look bookmap as well. I never had bookmap up. I thought something didn't look right. So this does look like it's moving up. There are orders up there, and it's 67 as well. We're nearly there now, actually, but yeah, it does look like it's testing the top of this. Yeah, see, the NQ did look like it was pushing up. Yeah, it's better side by side. That looks much better. Lance, I know you're good about this, but did you get the compliance mode download from Replicanto? No, mate, I haven't done. I haven't heard nothing about it, bud. I'll have to look into it. See, we used to get emails from Replicanto, but I haven't had anything for a long time, so I'll have to look into that, bud. I'll have a look. Let me just take a photo of that. I'll have a look into that later. If I don't take a photo, I'll forget otherwise. I'll have a look at that later, bud. Yeah, I've not heard nothing about that. As I say, you used to get emails, but you don't anymore. There are plenty of orders up here, so my guess is it's more likely going to go up. Having said that, at this area, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of a pullback. I will put something here later. I'll just put ES and NQ at the bottoms of these. Trouble is, if it's this small, you might not be able to read them. Oh, shiver, shiver, shiver. Okay, excuse me a sec. Okay, so let me have a look here. 2 legs down. Is this going to come back to the EMA? There are sellers above here, so I wouldn't think about shorting yet. About 68. There are sellers there, although we got 2 legs up. A little bit sideways. I think this is more likely going to go up. Okay, so that bearish bar has triggered. Is it going to come back to the EMA, and then is it going to continue higher? The trouble is, we've had 2 attempts to push up. Now, although I can see orders above and below, there are orders at 75, 77.5 and 80. Right above these highs, or right up to these highs. They're not a huge amount though, so it's quite a mixed bag. But my guess is it's probably going to go a bit higher. So orders at 68, which is there. Orders at 75, which is there. Orders at 78. 77.50, which is there. And orders at 80, which is there. So I can see orders on bookmap up here to short. So maybe there's 2 legs up, and it does look like it's trying to attempt to test this. Let me just have a look. See, there may be a move up. This may be a bit of a correction. There's the first one. Maybe a smaller correction, and then it may push a bit higher or up possibly here. It's hard to say. Or this may be a leg down. We may have 2 attempts to push up and then a second leg down. We could end up doing something like this. Who knows? That is a move up. It's not the easiest one. It's certainly hard to plot, really. It just kind of has this push and then a little bit of a pull, but there's no real channel there that I can see, so I'm just taking that individually on its own merit. But It does look like it's trying, but I don't know whether it's going to or not. You got to be careful around this area because it could go up and test these highs, or it could go a bit sideways. So, see, there is a higher low there, but it's just too far from that EMA. Because we are starting to hit sellers, so but I think for the most, a lot of these are going to get absorbed. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick break, 3 to 5 minutes, just to make a quick cup of coffee. Wake me up, and I'm just starting that yawning fit again, and I'll be back with you. So let me just pop that on pause, and I'll be about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, so 2 legs up. Looks like kind of nice measured move. That is the type of trade I mentioned about taking earlier. There's a bear bar here. The only thing is there are still orders up here, but they're quite a way away, so I think there's a good chance this does get back to the EMA. But that's kind of... I prefer a big channel down when we have something like that to take that, really. So the circumstances aren't right. Now, is there anything like that? Now, that's a possibility. Touch, touch, touch. Not too bad at the top. So let's take that with a pinch of salt. So I'm just going to put that as an area of interest. Maybe. Thanks to that young man there. So he's got something like that. I don't know whether it's right or not. It doesn't look terrible. I don't really think it matters too much. Not seeing much here at the moment. People aren't posting charts hardly at all, to be fair. Down's Discord. Where's Thomas? Break. Okay, I thought as much. Disco, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? So, is this going up for me? Possibly. I'm not taking it, though. Trouble is, if there is a channel like that, 2 legs up, we could make 2 legs down and test this area or this area. So I'm just sitting tight at the moment. It looks like it may. If I look on the NQ, channel break new low, it is 2 legs up. So it could come back to the EMA. So I got mixed feelings here, so I won't be taking a trade here. Oh. Yeah, there are orders at 60 down here, but the majority, fraction above 60 there for buyers. So channel break new low if it gets down here. Okay, there are some buyers down here. We've got a channel. There is a lower high there. Sort of. Well, it's actually a small break, but really, I suppose you could argue. So I'd guess it's probably going to get below here. The trouble is, it's going really slow now. If you look on the NQ, it's taken us since about 3 o'clock. So it's taken 45 minutes about to do that, which is super slow. So from here, it's 45, isn't it? So it's taken us nearly an hour just to do this. That's super slow. So what was that? Let me have a look. So that's 1450, and it's 1545 now. So it's taken 45 minutes just to do those two little moves up. So it's not pushing up strong to me. This is just drifting. So I'm careful about going long here. It may work, but if you're going to go long here, really, you've got to go long down here. We're not at the EMA on the NQ. We are on the ES. But I wouldn't trade at the ES at the moment. I don't know whether we're going to have a break of this and then come down a bit lower. So I've got no idea. At the moment, the general overall is bullish. But at the moment, we've had this big leg back and we've had a couple of legs up. So it could come down a bit further or it could go up. So yes, Trader Lance, in my opinion, not many traders posting charts today because there are very few trades. Yeah, that's probably something to do with it, bud. Well, it wasn't so much trades, it was more charts I was looking. I think that's what you were referring to, that kind of thing. I was looking at Dan's here. There's no one posting charts, which is a bit unusual at the moment. There's nothing. It's odd, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe so. Maybe if they take a trade, they post a chart. Who knows? There's one there. But if you look on Thomas Wade, there is a few more. Mind you, he tends to post his chart. But I don't know about the bigger thing. It's a bit... The trouble is, it's okay having that line there at top and bottom, but you don't know what it's going to do in between. But yeah, it's not great at the moment setup-wise, is it? I think we can all agree there. It's been pretty feeble since, well, I say November time, mid-November, but one or two say a little bit earlier. And if you look on the daily, well, in fact, let's look on the daily on this chart here. You know, it's been I suppose October, chop. The trouble is with all this stuff happening in the Middle East at the moment, this is kind of very close to all-time highs. All-time highs, I think, is up here. So, you know, from an investment point of view, if you were going to start investing in it, this wouldn't be the ideal time, really. You want these bigger corrections or pullbacks. So you know, it's hard to say, really, isn't it? What was on the 10,000 tick chart? Yeah, let's have a look. Thomas Wade and live streamers like you are the only transparent people. Thank you, mate. Trouble is, I watched a little bit of who's the guy who exposes people? What's his name? Iman, isn't it? When you see people like that, you kind of want to be on the straight and narrow. The last thing you do. Thing is, when you're streaming live, it's very hard to cover up stuff, isn't it? But yeah, to be fair, that's one of the things that attracted me to Thomas Wade, watching him, because still to this day, he'll quite happily post a loss. I've never seen anybody else do that, really. It's very few people. People think it's a weakness. I get it. You know, I suppose from Thomas Wade's point of view, if he has, I don't know, let's say he has 200-300 people paying for his Discord, seeing a trader like him take a loss, is that not good for business? Maybe it isn't, but I see it from the other point of view. I think it says it's a strength being able to show your trade, because it just goes to show, you know, I think by Thomas Wade showing us, he's clearly telling us he's a profitable trader. So he's got no issues with showing losses, because we all know losses are part of it. But, you know, and I don't mean this nasty, because I think Mac's a good guy, but I think he's done us a little bit of mental damage to a degree by always avoiding the losses. You know, losses are a part of trading. You know, when you've been trading as long as Mac has for 28 years, going for 1 point, I'd say, yeah, he may be winning 98% of the time. But when you're teaching people to trade, it may be quite a few years before they possibly even get to that level. So you have to explain to them that it's okay to take, losses. They happen. Don't worry about it. It's a fact. But he's always avoided it. You never, ever see him mark a losing trade on a chart. Possible second entry long here. This is a trade that I wouldn't possibly mind taking. And we're close to the EMA here, but 2 legs up. Probably not going to do anything, I don't think. You're struggling big time so far this month. This time last year, I had 10 PAs struggling to get traction going on even 1 year. It's not an easy time at the moment, bud. It is. That's actually, do you know what? I might just have a go at one contract here. Because it is a nice little correction. Let's see if it breaks above here. It's only, these are evaluations, these are. It's a nice little leg down. There is kind of a bit of support and resistance there, so I may just have a go. Just that's going to work anyway. But yeah, it's not easy at the moment. It's very sideways on the daily, and that has an impact on the greater charts.
Cancelled.
So yeah, just don't worry about it. Just try and keep things together and try and keep things stable. But it won't last forever. We will come out of this. I'm amazed Mac hasn't even mentioned it. The trouble is with Mac, he marks everything and does everything he does as if everyone's an expert trader like him. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. But traders are gonna suffer losses, lots of them. And if you're not prepared for them, it can do you some damage. And I can feel that. And I don't mean, I'm not using that as an excuse or someone to blame. I generally think it's not helped. Whereas every other trader, every other professional trader you listen to, they talk about losses because you have to get used to them. And it's one of the hardest things to deal with. And if you never talk about it or mention it, how do you expect your students to, to take that on board? You're slowly improving using it. I think the thing is with you, Kurt, is you keep coming back and you keep trying, and that's all you can do in trading. If you're that type of person that keeps getting back up and moving forward, you're going to be one of the ones that are still around earning a living in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when the majority of other traders that started, will see them kind of come and go. It's not for everyone trading, that much I get. I've got no issues with anybody who says I can't do it. My brother-in-law had to go for a while. And last time I saw him, I asked him, and he said, I just don't need that in my life. And I absolutely get it. When you've been through it yourself, you understand why people don't stick at it. Best loser wins. Yeah, I have that on an audio book somewhere. My phone is. So another thing as well is Tom Hugard trades live. I think most days, isn't he? From about 8:30 UK time. And I saw him take 2 or 3 losses in a row. So we all know, he's a sort of a talented trader. We got a nice 2 legs back there. We got a channel break, 2 little pushes to a new low. So this may move up. We're at the EMA here, but I don't know. I'm not sure where things are going at the moment. I wouldn't take this on a live account. An evaluation, possibly. One contract buy here, stop down here, but to be honest with you, I think it may get back to the EMA, but it's not very far, but I think this would really be more of a guess here. It's quite refreshing trading evaluations sensibly. Maybe it's something I should have thought about doing some time ago instead of just throwing more on them. When you've done 1,460 like me, there's a lot of stupidity there, as you can imagine. So I think, as you're learning to trade, you've got to be prepared to make a conscious effort to try and change things. If something is just not working, the simple answer is that you try and adapt it. So, yeah, I kind of had this thought here. We got a leg down with a couple of attempts up. Maybe this is a second leg down or a correction, and then we push up higher. Who knows? You left another comment on the compliance mode thing. It's important. Scroll back. Bad loss aversion. Absolutely. I mean, it's no secret I don't like taking losses. I don't handle them very well. I'm better than I was, but nowhere near where I think I should have been. For Replicanto work with Take Profit Trader, you have to get the compliance mode download. If you have the old Ninja Trader 8, get the old one. If you have the new, get the new. Okay, let me read that again. So, Replicanto work with Take Profit Trader, you have to get the compliance mode download. Okay, let me take a photo of that. Thanks for mentioning that out again, mate, because I'd have just carried on oblivious. Thanks for that, mate. I'll jump onto Replicanto late this evening when I come back. Thanks, Kirk. Appreciate that, mate. So, where's this going? It's hard to say at the moment. We may come back and clear some of this, but we've had this move up, clear, messy but clear. Then we've had this sharp drop, cleared liquidity here. We've had 2 attempts to push higher. Now we're getting a couple of other attempts to go lower. So, yes, if I look on the 10,000 tick chart, maybe it is something like that. If it comes down below there, so it may be something like that. We've had that. I don't know where that come from. We've had this kind of move up in some shape or form, haven't we? So we've had a leg up there. This may be a bit of a correction with a possibility of pushing up. So we've got yesterday's high there. Let me just load some extra days there. So, yeah. So early this morning, we had that drop back. Excuse me, which broke yesterday's lows. We've here as well. So this move up with a couple of legs. Perhaps we're going to target yesterday's highs, maybe the Friday's highs as well. So perhaps this is going to be something like this. We'll keep an eye on this. But so far, that's my thought process. So ideally, I'd like to get somewhere down here. And then see some sort of rejection. The good thing is as well, if we don't have a great setup here, and I'm only trading micros on a PA account, I can keep the micros low and maybe jump in a little bit. Don't know how many times we see this thing go and think it's too late. Now it's already gone and it ends up moving up. Whereas you could maybe jump on it with a micro or two and still not risk a huge amount. But the good thing is with micros, you've got a little bit more freedom. When I'm trading one contract and I've got 4 points on the risk, I just want to get out as quick as possible. Well, if you're trading like that in fear of it coming back, you're risking too much, I think. I didn't think I'd ever go down to one contract. I always traded 2, let alone go on to micros, but perhaps I'm finally starting to learn my lesson. Price is trying to do a second big leg down. Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it? Leg with a kind of a correction, a couple of attempts. So the thing is, when it gets down here, that's when you need buyers to come in. See, looking on Bookmap, 45, there are buyers. Buyers at 45, which is, well, we're here now, aren't we? Below this bit of liquidity. Will it come down this low? Who knows? So we got buyers down there. There's some sellers at 52.5. Sellers there, buyers there. So it may pull back a bit. Buyers may jump in here and it may come down a bit lower. That's how I'd see this. Push up, hit the sellers, come down, hit the buyers. But now it's broken this area. Maybe my buyers may... Second entry short. Yeah, absolutely. On the daily, it even looks like that, doesn't it? Trouble is, it's a trade like this. You'd have to kind of wait for it to hit support, which naturally will be down here, wouldn't you? You get in here early. I think it's premature, but you never know when this thing's going to turn, do you? You know, some traders may get in a bit early. There's buyers down there at 45, which is here on this chart. So sometimes it just doesn't quite get down before buyers jump in, but yeah, more or less, second entry, isn't it? Just 2 legs back. Yeah, absolutely. It's useful to have those bigger charts like the 10,000 tick chart. It just, at a quick glance, it gives you a kind of a clearer, bigger picture. We've had that move up now, whether that's exactly right, but we clearly had a move up. One attempt to go lower, couldn't quite do it. We broke below that bit of liquidity, and then we had 2 attempts to push up, and this is the second attempt. So if we get some kind of reaction down here, then if we can get off this line nice and strong, then I think we should at least get to these highs. But same again, when I start trading me PAs again, trading maybe 1 or 2 contracts off this area with the potential, you know, how many times do we see this push up 10, 20, 30 points? If you're risking a contract or 2, for me, I just want to get out the damn thing. But, you know, I suppose a lot of traders could possibly hold on. At least if you do hold, you have got the possibility of a bigger move, with only risking maybe a third of the price. Absolutely, we may get a second large leg up, mightn't we? So there are 150 contracts at 47.5, which is there to buy. Thing is, with that bull bar there, ideally for me, if I was going to buy this, I'd want to buy below there. So, I mean, there's a possibility we get 2 legs up and a second entry short. Would I want to take that? There's no guarantees it's going to work. I mean, in an ideal world, would want to come down for a full leg or close to it. Certainly test this areas, but it may bounce here. You just never know. Perhaps it's cleared enough liquidity and buyers are just jumping in. Who knows? But bookmap, there's some at 45 as well, which is a better option. As I say, I'd like to leave it below there. If you're getting into a buy here, I think it's premature. Now, if you jump into a buy here and you put your stop down here and you put your profit up here, then that's an option. But we are starting to get orders down here now, which may suck price a little bit lower. We've had a lot of American military aircraft landed in the UK. RAF Fairford. I noticed yesterday, I was watching, there are obviously guys down the end of the runway with the cameras. There was about 3 B-2 bombers coming, actually. Landed for an hour and then disappeared. I'm assuming they're off towards the Middle East, you'd have guessed. There's been quite a few, actually. Some of the big, what are they? The larger ones, Stratofortress or whatever they're called. So, I mean, them things look like they're going to snap in half, don't they? So, yeah, we've had quite a lot. I think Starmer's pulling his finger out and trying to help, I think. Maybe a bit late. That's interesting there. Trouble is, because we're kind of in the middle of this, I probably would avoid that. Now, it may well work, but there is kind of something like that. So you may argue there's a break and a new low there, but with this leg down, I'd say there is liquidity hanging around here, so this thing may come down a bit further. So at the moment, I'm just sitting here. I don't know whether it's going to take off from there or whether it's going to come back and clear some of this first. In an ideal world, I'd like to see a nice even leg and then see some strong reaction from here, but it doesn't always happen that way, unfortunately, does it? But I'm not getting in here. But it may be a little bit premature. I think this is an area of interest just to keep an eye on rather than to jump in. Now that's a nice looking bearish bar. Unfortunately, it's not really a setup, is it? That's the type of bar I love to trade. That's how I like to see my signal bar. But at the moment, it's not. We've had a channel like a micro with a break at a new low. So you've got to stay out this, really, haven't you? Second entry short might not be a bad idea. But are we going to get much buyers down here to stop out? I'm not convinced. So sellers at 55, which is up here. Well, 55 and a little bit more, actually. So, yeah, that's about right. Between 55 and 57 and a half. So, certainly above that bear bar there. So, that bear bar's triggered. Where's that going? You pretty much know, don't you? When you get triggered like that and that turns on you, you pretty much know where it's going. The chance of you surviving that stop, not getting it, is slim to none, I think, isn't it? Especially when there's sellers right above there. That's like rubbing your nose in it, isn't it? Do you know what? A couple of times I've decided to jump in there long on an evaluation, and it's done exactly that. Gone up there, it's a double top and reversed. It's infuriating, isn't it? So that held, which is interesting. You'd have had a chance to get out of that. I think I probably would have done as well. Now it's stacked up. You'd have had a chance to get out for break even. And that's unusual, that is. Especially if it goes up and stops it out now. It's rare it does that. Goes right here, comes all the way back, gives you a chance to get out for break even, and then comes back up and stops you out. It doesn't often happen, that. There's always the possibility of a second entry short here. There are sellers. Where are they? They're around about 57.5, which is there. Push up, stop that out, and that will be a second entry short. I'm really surprised that's held. Twice it's held. 3 times if you think about that. So we may get a second leg down here. Trouble is, it's just stacking up, isn't it? So if we do something like that, will that get us down to that, close to that? It's not far off, is it? Yeah. Look where that, if we do have like this and it does come down again, that will be that full leg, won't it? Who knows? We'll see. Someone said we'll consider a fail second entry short. I wouldn't take a long here personally. I wouldn't take any trade at the moment because it's stacking up now. God knows what it's going to do. Trump live. Trump's live, is he? I haven't got my news app on today. Medium impact news. 3:30. Oh, he's late. That's why. Let's have a look up. Well, Bookmap hasn't changed at all. Normally, if there's any type of news that's going to affect the markets, you get a big, thick black line where everything goes dark. And it hasn't. So at the moment, there are sellers around about the 57-ish area, which is there, which I suppose sideways, quick fail breakout and then down. Who knows? Newbies get trapped in this stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's looking worse every bar now, isn't it? Yeah, I think sometimes people think they've got to know what's going on all the time. The simple fact of it is, when it's doing this choppy, once it starts going sideways like that, you never quite know. There's a lot more of a toss of the coin whether it's going to work or not. Sometimes you can read it. Sometimes I've got an idea, but not enough idea to jump into a trade. You may argue there's a triple test there, but do you want to go short right in support? My gut feeling is it's probably going to come down a bit further. Just based on what I'm seeing, but with all that like that, you're better off staying out of it. See, Thomas Wade's got a slightly wider channel, but he's already got a break of it, so he's got that. You know, if you're going to trade this stuff, you're much better when it goes sideways to have a breakout and reject, clear some of the liquidity. But look at that. If you'd have jumped into that, look what's happening already. There's nothing worse when you get into a trade and it starts doing that. Maybe there is something like that. So maybe we get a break out the top with a bearish bar and that finds its way down. But we're clearly a little bit sideways at the moment. So there's going to be traders going long here if this finishes high. And if this pushes up and traps them, it may well come down. So yeah, Thomas Wade's got that. How right it is, I don't know, but Trump is speaking, I believe, now. So although it's down as medium impact news, he's at, well, it's greyed out actually, because I believe he was supposed to be there at 3:30, but it is medium impact news. I don't think he's going to say anything specifically that affects price that much. I wouldn't have said so. If he is, I think they'd have probably put that up high impact news, but I think Trump's fashionably late, I think. Yeah, I'd like to see it break out here, pick off some sellers, and then push down, because you are going to have buyers here quite likely. But at the moment, it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. Which evals? Just the normal intraday ones, but the 50k ones. I'm not too fussed about the drawdown thing. And I always think the 50k ones are about the best value. The $19, aren't they? I'll give or take a bit of change. So they're nice and cheap at the moment. So just got five on the go at the moment. But I'm, for the first time in about 3 years, I'm trading them properly, which is it's unlike me actually. But perhaps sometimes if things aren't working, you've got to make some changes, haven't you? It's unusual at the moment with the pricing. They've got no date on it when it ends. I've got a feeling the $79, I think it is, for the PA fee for the 50k intraday is a fix now. I think that's it, because it used to be 140, didn't it? I'd love them to keep the discount there. Whether it will or not, I don't know. But usually they'll give you a date when it ends, and they haven't done so. I do wonder whether this is staying that price. I don't know. We'll soon find out. To be fair, mate, I've only got 2 PAs at the moment. I lost some, but they're quite healthy at the moment. They're just under $5,000. One of them's at 4,941. The other one's 4,559. So they're healthy. So they're in line for a payout this week. I've got one more trading day on those, and I can take 2,000 out of each of them. That was the problem. I was just impatient because they just weren't growing. So I took a tactical, not a very successful tactical way of trying to grow some. Okay, so channel, maybe that's a channel, maybe that's a break and a new low. As I say, my gut feeling is telling me we're probably going to come down, but you can't trade that stuff. It's just chopping sideways. You never quite know. Trust me, if you do nothing, the thing drops. The second you get in, up it goes. Stops you out. Been at it a while. Over trading, likely stop maybe. Something there. Have you picked up that Guardian Angel Trader yet, bud? Have you? You should do. It's a good way of putting things in place that you can't adjust. Especially if you're over trading. I do the opposite at the moment. I think I under trade, which is a bit weird. So we're getting close this area. You haven't got it yet? No. You should get it, mate. It's useful to have. It's like having a big padlock for your computer that you can't get rid of. So we got that first leg down with a correction, and the second leg. The good thing about this second leg down is it's working cleanly like you would expect. So hold on a minute, I can't see which one I'm moving here. That's not it. Let's get that out of the way a minute. So yeah, look, leg down. In fact, that can go up a bit, and that can come down a bit. So 2 legs back with a correction in the middle, and this looks like 2 legs, so it may work. We may end up here later, but I've learnt to never assume anything because you just never know. Sometimes these things just don't work out. I used to get stuck in the mindset that it looks like it's going to do it, therefore it must. And it doesn't work that way. I never expect anything nowadays. Well, I never assume something. I have my ideas. But, oh, you dickhead, what are you doing? I forget where the big one is now. Anyway, we know where we're going, don't we? We're heading down here. Let's call it 30-ish, somewhere around here. Let's clear this up a bit. So, touch. Maybe there's a channel. Who knows? It's irrelevant, really, I don't think. I think really I had it that way, didn't I? Trouble is it even really a channel? Who knows? Looks like just 2 legs to me. So once we get down here, this is where I would like, certainly around here. See, for 2 legs back, once it picks off liquidity, really, that's a sign for buyers to get in. Whether it'll come down a little bit more, but if you're looking to buy this market, once it's cleared liquidity, it's kind of like when you're in a platform, the train's starting to move. You just got to go and jump on it, haven't you? So. The trouble is, I'm assuming that's a move up with a correction, and it's looking like it. It doesn't mean it'll work. I'm not seeing passive orders down here. That doesn't mean aggressive buyers won't just jump in. Let me just put that leg down again, so at least I know if traders are, trading it by the book. Yeah, so that it's surprising how accurate these things can be sometimes. That's close enough. Yeah, so that's where the measured leg is. So 31 3/4. Can't really see any large orders down here as of yet. Yes, bud, I've got it on here. Up top, I was just looking for orders. It's useful to have. I wouldn't say it was as vital as I thought it was initially, but I still think it's a useful piece of the puzzle just to see. It does help you keep you on the right side of the market, I think. You notice that is gone. I thought he always did micros, didn't he? Because he trades NQ. It's funny you should say that. When I've looked at some of his trades, $30, $60, $80 risk, and I've seen him using 2 contracts, so I thought it must be micros. But then when I've looked at the top corner, it says NQ as opposed to MNQ, so I'm not quite sure exactly what he's doing there. But so yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? Slowly starting to warm up in the UK. I love the summer, I do. Especially as a trader, I spend my whole life in shorts and flip-flops. It's great. Nothing nicer than just wearing shorts and flip-flops all day. I love it. Yeah, Thomas Way's looking at the same thing as well. He's looking at 2 legs, possibly with a move up. You can clearly see on all these charts, really. Same again. Everyone's kind of thinking the same thing, which I suppose you'd expect. So he says, looking like 2 legs down, so I'm more bullish. Same here at the moment. But I tend to not just assume anything. From what I'm seeing, it looks like a couple of legs or some kind of a correction before a possible move up. But until I certainly wouldn't jump into a long straight away. I'd want to see some more evidence, really. Looking for a failed second entry short above the EMA. That makes sense. 2 legs down, same I was talking about earlier, talking about trading like that with 2 legs and then back to the EMA. If we can get down here and I can get a decent enough setup, as I'm trading the valuations, I may even just go down to 1 contract and jump in, and then if we get above the EMA, I may add 1 to it. We'll see. I'm sitting tight at the moment. We are close to that measured leg, but it's going a little bit sideways, so there is a bullish bar there. It may trigger it and come down a bit lower. So for me, it's a toss of a coin there. But as we're not down to this measured move, I'd probably wait. But we've had kind of our legs. It's fell a little bit short, that one, but we'll see what happens. But if you look on Bookmap, let me have a look. There's orders above and below at the moment, so not a huge amount. But obviously that could change. So it might be why it's going a little bit sideways. There are some at 35ish, but they're flickering around quick there, which I suppose people are kind of making decisions here, aren't they? You can see at the moment we've got orders below, orders above. They're not huge, but they are changing quite quickly. So you can see some buyers there, some sellers here. So we're kind of stuck in the middle, so it may go a bit sideways. If we can get above that EMA, then there may be more buyers in, but there are some sellers up there at 50, which is here. It's not a huge amount, so I can't really see that making any kind of a difference. But you can see at the moment, buyers here, 1 minute this will go red like it's going now, a few more will come in and then they'll get dragged. But as it's going sideways, I think people kind of make quick decisions and either yank them or add them or whatever. But there we go. So if you took that little bull bar there, it triggered, you came down, stopped it out. So I'm looking for some kind of strong rejection here at some point. Has anyone received notification like this from Apex? Cash adjustment of 100? Heck? Have anyone received cash adjustment? Okay, I know what's happened is I'm guessing you've gone over your 30%. I think it's MAE violation. So they will remove any profits you made. So I would say if you do go over it, I would just get out ASAP. But if you make profit on it, they'll remove it. So I'm guessing that's what's happened, bud. Yeah, windfall profit stuff. So yeah, they will do that now. It's not a bad thing. It does remind you, it does give you a kick up in the arse and say, look, if you do take risks, you'll lose your money or your profit. So that might stop you doing it. You don't really want to be doing it, to be honest with you. Risking 30%. I know I've done it myself, but pure out of panic in the past. But I mean, these rules, that's, you know, you may find that they're quite painful, but they will make you a better trader. When there's no rules, it's very easy just to do whatever you like, and it does get you into bad habits. So it's not a bad thing, these rules. They will make you a better trader, undoubtedly. So we got a leg down here with a couple of little attempts to push higher. Would I want to go short here? It may come down, but for me at the moment, I'm just sitting tight. We are getting close to that measured leg, and it is going a bit sideways. I mean, you may think 2 legs up and then down we come. That may be the case, but it's just not super clear to me. So. Okay, so that bear bar looks like 2 legs is triggered, and that looks like to me like it's on the way up. If you look at the NQ, we've had 2 legs down and it's stuck going a bit sideways, really. So who knows where this thing's going. I wouldn't take a short here just yet. It does look like 2 legs, but it's very wicky and I just don't like it. So is this now going to move up? It could do. There's not much in the way of buyers down here now, so when you've got buyers down here, it does naturally pull it. But we have had 2 legs down, so but then you may say, well, let's go here, high or low. Trouble is, it may push above here and then continue sideways. So you'd expect it to break above that bear bar, I think. But you may argue triple test here. I certainly wouldn't want a short here at the moment, really. It may come down here a bit lower, but so I'd expect it to stop that out. Yeah, there it goes. Now, are aggressive buyers going to come in? Possibly. There's certainly more aggressive buyers than sellers. But we are in at 45. There are showing some sellers at 45 and 50. Now, sometimes these get absorbed and the thing just pushes up. Lost 1 PA today. I've had since November. Did you really? Oh, well done, mate. Not for losing it, but for holding it that long. That's got to be a record. I don't think I've anybody seen any traders holding them that long. Now, what is going on in here? Is this going to come down and clear this, or is that going to take off? I'm using UKFT code. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. It does help, certainly this time of year as well. So when things are tight, it does help. If anybody has used it or does use it, it is appreciated. It just means I can drink nice quality scotch. Mind you, the bottles I don't spend a lot, but they are getting a bit cheaper and cheaper at the moment, to be honest, with the way things are. But hopefully things will kick into gear and they'll pick up a bit soon, hopefully. Now, is this going to take off? Only good for a month. We'll go out. Yeah. Yeah, you can't delete blown evaluations at the moment. You used to be able to click cancel and remove them from Rhythmic dashboard. You can't at the moment. But I believe I've seen one go, and I believe if you blow them, they disappear after 10 days. If anyone knows anything about that, let me know. Because I've got a bunch of them just sat there I can't get rid of. But I think one's disappeared. So I looked at the date when it was 10 days ago. So I'm hoping they disappear after 10 days, because it can get confusing when you've got a bunch of them. If anybody knows how to get rid of them. But you used to be able to just go into accounts, active evals, pick the eval, just click cancel, and then go in and just click remove from Rhythmic. You can't do it anymore for some reason. I don't know why. I know they automatically expire after a month, because I believe they used to charge you again. I never held an evaluation as long as a month, to be honest with you. Usually a day, and it's either blown or passed. But they used to just roll over and you were charged again, but they just expire now. So whether that's why you can't get rid of them or they disappear after so long, who knows? Now, does this look like it's pushing up? It could do, but it's just too early to go long yet, to be honest with you. This may flush down and clear some of this out. My guess is it may do. But you may think, well, let's have a go, and you jump in, all of a sudden it triggers you and down it comes. So yeah. So there you go. Look, that bull bar there. What happened? It triggered. Is this coming down, or is it going to push up? That is a possible second entry short. Do I really want to go short here, though? We've had 2 legs down. Yeah, granted, we haven't got quite to the bottom, but sometimes we don't. not all matching legs are created equally. I have a feeling this may be going up. What I'd like to do is see some kind of a bear bar and then it trigger and start to move up. Thomas Wade's looking at a channel now. So, yeah, possible. Trouble is, you do nothing, the thing takes off. You decide to get in, we have a correction. I am going to start to take these types of trades as well. I'm seeing these all the time. Little channel down, bull bar in the opposite direction, sell there. One-to-one risk based on what the EMA is. I marked a chart up the other day and there was loads of these. As long as you're going for one-to-one and you get 50% of them right, but we got 3 nice bars there. We got 1 bull bar finishing on its high. You just sell there, depending on what the ATR is, 3 or 4 point risk, 3 or 4 point profit. I'm going to start marking them. Same there. But someone told me, or I looked somewhere, it says you've got to have 3 or more bars in that same direction. We got 2 there, bear bar there, trigger push up, but we only had 2 bars there, so I'm going to pay attention to that. In fact, I put that information into ChatGPT a week or so ago. What did it say? Not ChatGPT, I think it was Gemini. It did mention, let me have a look. Was it ChatGPT? It might have been on ChatGPT. I asked it about small channels like that with a pullback within a little channel. Can you take it? And it did mention what's his name? Al Brooks. And it mentioned three or more bars, or 3 to 5 bars or something. So if you got an ear, trouble is there's no real entry. You'd just be jumping in thinking it's going to push up. And that's often the time it moves most of all. So this pretty much looks like it's pulling up, really, isn't it? But we've got to wait for a pullback, really. Or that negative bar-y. I might have a go at this if we get a really bare bar, see if it works. I can't remember where I put the photograph of the chart. No, it's not there, is it? Let me see if I can find the photo. That was kind of it. Let's have a
Order
go.
submitted.
Let's go for a 4-point risk and a 4-point profit. It's not going to work, is it? No. Let's get out of it.
Order filled.
Let me find the photo. Can't find it. So channel there, see if we can get back here. Trouble is, sometimes it just gets back here and goes, doesn't it? What can you do? What time is it? How long are you? Okay, I think I'm going to knock it on the head there, actually. We've been done 3 hours. I might going to have some tea and come back a bit later. Okay, so it's nice to come back. I'll be back again tomorrow, so best of luck if you're carrying on trading. And I'll be back tomorrow and we'll do it all again. So have a great evening, stay safe, and we'll catch up tomorrow. Bye for now.